Good morning. It's time for Precision Talk. I'm Marketing Manager Frank Olmsted with HTS Ag, and joining us this morning, Technology Advisor Zach Meester. Good morning, Zach.
Yeah, good morning, Frank.
How's it going today?
Doing well. It's been a rainy week here, but we needed this moisture, so I won't complain.
Absolutely. I've only heard one guy complain is because he was almost done with his beans.
Fair enough.
So I was like, yeah, all right. But he was thankful for the rain. So any way you look at it, I think everybody's not too upset to put planting on pause if they're still doing that. But we've kind of switched out of the planting mode here at HDS Ag. Granted, we are doing a big push trying to get guys to upgrade their planter for the 26 season for the financing that's still available through Ag Leader at 199. But we're kind of technology or technician wise, service manager Brandon was talking about kind of focusing on the grain bin systems. So I was going to ask you about what's the process to do a grain bin system from OP Grain Management?
Yeah. First starts out as we come on your site. I come on your site, or Jay or Adam. Kind of do a simple site assessment, see which bins you're thinking about adding it to. Kind of figure out where everything's going to lay, how easy the install is going to be, so I can tell the techs kind of where things are going to go. And then we just kind of do some measurements of your bin, see how tall it is, get the eave height. If it's older, that's no problem. All we got to do is get the roof angle on that and count the sheets. We can figure it out and get that taken care of, no problem. Yeah, just kind of a simple site layout, and then we can kind of assess how many cables the bin calls for. We can always adjust to your needs or your wants as well. That also helps us determine the size of bracket we put on top of the bin to spread that roof load out. So that way structure is not an issue. We don't have to worry about anything like that. That's kind of how that first thing start, and it's real simple. It's real easy to get even just a quote put together. It's not overwhelming deal.
So once farmer decides that he wants an OP Grain Management system, what's the next process as far as the installation goes?
As far as installation, our techs will call you, line up a time to come when the grain bin is empty. Is when we do our installs, because we don't want those cables going down through the roof and getting knotted up or tangled up or even intertwined with something. Yeah, so ideally bin completely empty or as close as empty as you can get it. We'll come on site. Techs will kind of figure out a layout of the bin, mark it out. They'll actually go on top of your bin, poke some holes in it, drop the cables and silicone everything up. It also comes with the cable head come with a kind of a silicone or a foam backing where it also seals as well. But we do the extra layer of silicone just to ensure no leaks in that bin. Yeah, then they just kind of work around the whole bin there, get all those dropped and hung. And then they work on what we call the cable node. Or if you're using OP Blue Light, we do it to a hub and run it down the side of the bin so you can plug it in. From there, they usually go and do the what we call the gateway. So that goes anywhere we can get access to a router, where we need a hardwire connection into our gateway. Whether that's a cell modem or it's your house router or your shop router, we can make anything work there. So that's not a limiting barrier for anybody. Yeah, and that's kind of the most of it on the monitoring side. We also have the fan control side, where the technicians will put a plenum sensor in the plenum of the floor. So under the floor of the bin, we'll come put a plenum sensor in there, and then we'll run the wiring for that back to a cable node box or fan control node box. If you have multiple fans, we run a signal wire between the two, put it all in conduit, seal that up, make sure that's good to go. And then we'll run the power from our box that we need to the nearest power source that you'll have to have an electrician come on site for to hook up into ours. Basically, all we need is anything over 12 volts. That's all we're really needing. So 120, 240, whatever you got, we can make it work.
All right. So systems up and running. What are the big benefits of having an OPI Grain Management?
Big benefits, obviously, the simplest is monitoring. You're going to have real-time alerts of what's going on in that bin at every sensing point, every cable, every minute. You're going to have a real-time reading of that bin, well, that's moisture or temperature, CO2, you name it. We can read it all and kind of do it all simply. Next step is the fan automation. So we can show you how to set up everything on your fans. You can go in there, set your moisture level. Say you want it at 15, 15 and a half. Set that, say you're kind of your outside windows of that and your target temps. Say it's fall. Probably shooting for that 32 to 38 degrees, somewhere in there is your ideal target temp. We don't recommend freezing, but that's teach their own. It's really as simple as that. You hit save and away the system goes.
So, I mean, start to finish, I mean, from getting the system delivered to the farm to having it done, you're up and running in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, max.
So, I mean, the system will get you going pretty quick, and that's the big benefit with working with HTS Ag is the fact that we've done so many of these systems. Our guys are experts really at getting these things in and running properly. So you can get to monitoring that grain in your bin when it comes time to refill it at the harvest. So if a guy has any questions, what's a big question you get when you're out there trying to explain this to farmers?
Just simply how to run the system. And I come on site, or Jay or Adam would come on site and kind of further dive into that system, show you all the features, the benefits, how everything works, kind of a top level. Our on-site techs will do that as well if you're around that day. But it's just kind of an extra step for us to ensure that everything's where you need it to be.
Absolutely. So if you have any questions on OP grain management, you can always check it out on our website at htsag.com. You can find more on our social media outlets, all at HTS or you can give us a call at 712-744-4468. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, and we are closed on Monday, right, Zach?